Let's go to the page. Yeah, let me check this one. Shalom. Yeah, yes.
First and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto
YAHAWAH, BASHIM, YAHAWASHI, BASHIM, KABAD.
Double honors to the elders and apostles who prayed wisdom and taught us the truth. Peace and blessings to the hopefully elect 144,000 men pushing the truth and wholehearted sincerity across the four winds. We're the GMS Germany camp on post out here in Frankfurt, Germany, preaching and prophesying the downfall of this wicked ass kingdom in the last days. You know, bringing out the truth still until the Lord brings us out of it, man. Until the Lord finishes the famine of the word. Because we're in that time where the famine of the word is right around the corner. You know, you got Esau deleting pages left and right. You know, anti-Semitism, hate speech is pretty much for anything now. You got hate speech for anything. You speak about anything concerning the truth, they'll strike your page. They delete your content. You know, just shows you what's happening, man. You know, Esau is riled up. On the surface, he looks like he's calm, but underneath, he's ready. His heart is prepared for war. He's ready. He's ready to come and slaughter. He's ready to do what the Lord, use what the Lord gave him, and that's the sword. You know, he's ready to use his blessing. You know, he pushing these fake ass propaganda vaccines. You see, you know what I'm saying? We can't even say what we want to say. We gotta be careful on every front. You know, why is the serpent as the dove? You know, he's pushing these vid-19 vaccines. vid-19? Yeah, that vid-19. You got the vid? Hell no, you got that vid. You know, for real though, man. He's pushing that vaccine. You know, and then all of the people that he's claiming to get it, Kamala Harris, Mike Pence, they're faking it, man.
Who was on Biden? Also got it.
Fauci faked it. They all faked it, man. They all faked it, man.
And we saw the videos, man.
You know? But what? They'll say that if you show this to people, they say that anybody can do this. And I'm like, you just don't want to see. That's what it is. It boils down to you got eyes, but you don't want to see. You know, you can be presented with truth in front of your face, and you still don't want to see.
Yeah.
I just noticed that on that roof there, it's 6. It's 3, 3, 3. You see that? Like they always put those 3s. I was just.
You mean the windows?
Those little windows on the roof. On the roof.
Yeah, you mean it with the red, right?
You see how we got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. But anyways, they got 3, 3, 3. But anyways.
And I just want to add something because you said like Esau's basically rising up and everything. You saw it yesterday or 2 days ago. You saw it 2 days ago with the, what is it called again? The Capitol.
Washington Capitol.
This
is the Capitol building where all the legislation, where all the laws are passed in the United States. The Senate, the Congress, the congressmen, they all meet and work in this building. This building is one of the most important federal buildings in America.
That's right.
And it was taken by white people, man. Which goes to show you, they're not under the laws, like they're not troubled by like other men are troubled. Man. These Edomites, they don't fear the police. They don't got no fear of the police, man. Go ahead,
This is Isaiah chapter 19:2. Let me say that one. The burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord YAHAWAH rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. Verse 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, kingdom against kingdom.
City against city, kingdom against kingdom.
It's neighbor against each other, man.
Yeah.
That's what you saw there, because you have to understand, these people was fighting against each other. It was Americans against Americans, man. Egyptians against Egyptians. So what you had there. You see America's crumbling, man. You would never see that these things in America. You would never see such a thing normally. But now it's happening. Why? Because we're in this time. We're in this kind of time of uproar. We're the time of the end, man. There's been power for YAHAWASHI, man. That's the thing.
And keep reading in that.
Yeah, get some more precept also. Verse 3. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to wizards.
So when all hell breaks loose, they're gonna seek to these fake ass Christian pastors, these psychics, warlocks, these wizards.
Like that,
Yeah, yeah.
because did I told you? I was in the store, right? Then a lady came in. You don't recognize it. Then the kid, she was like, "Hello, Mrs. Abramovich." I was like, "What?" She was bowing a little bit to her, man. I'm telling you.
Wait. What's
Just a dance, man. I was just going in, getting my groceries. It was a few weeks ago.
the Abramovich?
No, not the Abramovich, but one lady with Abramovich, and she was basically. But how you saw how the female was greeting her was basically like in trembling. She's like, "Hello," like this. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, man, because witches and warlocks, man, because they are ruining this world right now, man. You see it. You saw the crazy shit that she did, basically with
Spirit cooking.
Yeah, man, the spirit cooking shit was fucking
Blood
insane,
and
man.
semen,
Hey,
you know.
and you know it. They talk
Eating
about
flesh.
pig blood and shit, man. You know what's human. Man. You know it was man.
It was clotted up,
Yeah,
you know.
probably ate that. Yeah.
They bathed in it.
Yeah, man.
Put it on their face and their skin. And they said it makes the skin tight. That's
Or
what
the-
Kim Kardashian does.
The vampire thing. I forgot the exact word, but they basically put blood into the things to basically straighten it, to make it straight. Like they call it the vampire or something. I forgot the word, man. When somebody knows it.
Blood injection.
Yeah, blood injections basically into the face to discuss straightening.
Botox.
Nah, both, yeah, but then they stepped it in up with blood. Yeah, man. Okay. I got another precept. This is 2 Ezra chapter 9 and verse 1. He answered me then and said, "Measure thou the time diligently in itself." And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it's the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. That's what we're seeing right now, man. You know? That's what we're seeing right now. Just remember YAHAWASHI. Basically, the Lord visits the world. And how do you see it? Verse 3. Therefore, when there should be seen earthquakes, what we was talking yesterday about, man, you see even like the lowest earthquakes are daily there, man. But even high magnitude earthquakes, when you look it up, man, it's heavy out there, man. And constantly, just showing you that which time we're in, man. This is not a light thing, because you have to understand, an earthquake can kill thousands of people, like it did in Turkey. Remember the thing, I think it was a hotel stuff, or just big house.
About how the Lord opened up the earth and it took them. Go ahead.
Basically the eruption was so heavy that this whole building started to basically crumble upon people, and then they found a little child like this, like, hey, she was 3 days in there, man, and survived. You know the Lord is terrible, should be feared above all, man. But to keep going, verse 3, an uproar of the people in the world. That's what we're seeing right now, man. Uproar of the people in the world. This is what has started in America 2 days ago. It was not the light thing, man. It was a heavy thing of prophecy, because it happened in Babylon. You see the whole time of the world. And the so-called Americans, the Babylonians, man, are fucking hypocrites, man. Why? When it happened in Hong Kong, right? Wasn't it for them? Why, yeah, fight for democracy. Fight for democracy, when there was revolting all the students against the government, basically, of Hong Kong, right, of China. But now they condemn it their own self. They condemn it because these people went up because it was upset with the decision that they made or what happened in the country. But then you condemn this, but you basically push for the Hong Kongers to keep on pushing, because Rick Sanchez was thinking about it. I was just thinking, these Americans are fucking hypocrites, man. And that's the Supreme Court of YAHAWASHI revealing things, man.
They should stand up. They should fight for their rights.
Yeah, they should fight for democracy, man.
But the thing about it is, America is just confusion.
Yeah.
You know, as long as they don't have their pants pulled down, and the world see them in a bad light, they fine. As long as every other country, every other nation is looked upon and frowned upon in a harsh light, they happy.
Right.
But the moment that light sheds on their hairy ass coochie, or them hairy ass underarms, you know what I'm saying, them hairy legs, or that garment is pulled up and you can see her nasty ass style with stretch marks and everything, this, that, and the third. Picture the most dirtiest woman that you can think of. That's what America is, man. America is the most dirtiest woman. She got blood on her hands, blood on her feet. You know what I'm saying? She got all her jewelry is stolen. Everything that she decked herself with is stolen.
The fake up gone.
The fake up is a lie. It's poison.
It's gone.
It's gone. But she still putting on the. She put in whales and fucking seals and shark blood and everything on her is fucking wicked.
It's true.
In her closet, she got tons and tons and tons of garbage hidden. In her, you know what they say? You got skeletons in your closet. You got America got tons of skeletons, man. Okay, they got tons of. Just think of the most dirtiest woman that you can picture, and put her in a costly array that's not even hers. Put her in gold and jewelry that's not hers, that she stole. And that then you have America.
That's right.
Go ahead, all right.
This is Isaiah 47:3. Their nakedness, let me say that one. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There's no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans.
See, there's no throne. You know, you're not going to be seen as delicate anymore. You know, all nations are seeing that America is fucked up, man. If there was Black Lives, you even just Google the U.S. Capitol during Black Lives Matter. They had over 2,000 soldiers over there, man. Decked out, right, ready, man. Let one nigga come up here and we're gonna put his ass down. But then you got police officers opening gates like it's Disneyland for these goddamn Edomites to come in there and do what they want to do.
I saw it because there was one police officer with 100 of them, man. It was funny as hell, man. He was like this, he wanted to stop them, right? Then just 5 come from the left, 5 to the right. He was like, fuck it, man. Just go. That's what happens, man.
He didn't want to do anything in the first place.
Of course not, man.
Because 85% of the police force voted for Trump, man.
Yeah.
Okay? These Edomites, and if you don't believe me, hey, I got people that live in Florida.
But I got a question.
Go ahead.
How do they know that 85% of the police force voted for him?
I'm about to tell you. Okay, so now, I should say 85% of the police force is pro-Trump. They did a poll within the police forces, state by state. Okay, so I mean, you can never take Esau's shit for face value. You know, you always gotta look at his side eye with a cocked head. You're like, I don't know, because Esau's a deceiver. But just for example, all of those Klans members, those KKK motherfuckers, they became police officers, man. They traded the hood for a shield. So if you look at the shield, it's a Star of Rembrandt, man. These people, they didn't go away. All of those. If you look up KKK of America, they didn't disappear. There's no end of people. Ecclesiastes 4:16. There's no end of nations, man. And we all do what? We all come back here on the earth. So those people that was persecuting Jake and feeding babies to alligators, bug breaking, throwing chain Jake off of ships and shit, they're right there in America all over again. That's why you see the condition of Jake in America never changing. Why? Because those people is coming back, man. The same ones that was oppressing them from the beginning are there again. They talking about we want change. Ain't shit gonna change because you still the same devil. Go ahead, Art.
Isaiah 47:1. O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstones and grind meal, uncover their locks, make bare the leg, and cover the thigh, pass over the river. Their nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, their shame shall be seen.
Your innermost parts, your private things, your nakedness has been uncovered. Your lies, man, your lies have been broken down. People see you for what you truly are. America is seen as the damn sure not the democracy of the world anymore. They're not the smartest people in the world anymore. They're realizing that everything that comes out of America is a lie. Any other country that if you take an American student and put him in any other world, they're gonna fail, man. They're gonna fail in school. They don't know. They don't learn shit in school, man. They don't have even the foolish knowledges of the world. They're not even teaching you in America, man.
Sure.
They got a thing in America called "No Student Left Behind." Okay, so pretty much what they're saying is, especially in Jake time, that's how you know, where they can't make you fail. They're not gonna fail you. They're gonna give you a D or a C to let you pass. Why? Because they still get the tax money. The teachers come to the classrooms. They don't teach shit. They still get their check. They don't give a damn if you're gonna be a productive. If that was the case, if they cared about how productive you're gonna be in society, they would teach you like skills about balancing finance, economics, teach you how to manage money, teach you how to balance a checkbook, how to build economic wealth.
How to be basically playing this world, man.
They don't want you to know that, man.
And basically how to use the world.
Yeah, and not be used by the world. Not to be a consumer. Not to live above your means.
Basically to make the means, basically to step up your game that you can get the thing that you want, man. Everything that you can want, what you want, you can get it basically. You can
They
get
don't
a
teach
house,
you shit, man.
a car and everything, man, but they don't give it to you, man.
They don't teach you nothing in America. They teach you how to be a dummy.
That's right.
So, go ahead, Al.
Yeah. Verse 3. The nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, their shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
So the Lord is going to take vengeance for the things that you have done. All of the iniquity, all of the pain and suffering, the persecution, the prejudice that you pushed through the whole world, those things are going to come back onto you. Did you think that you were going to live in this world and do all the things that you've done, create lies, calling people black and African American, taking heritages, taking lands from people, and think there was no punishment for that? There is a punishment. That's what the Lord is about, balance and justice. God is about balance. He's the ultimate judge. So just because you haven't been judged yet, don't mean it's not going to happen. Your judgment is right around the corner. That's why you see this world in such chaos right now. The world is in utter chaos. Economies are about to fall and crash. Why? Because it's all been written in the Bible. Okay?
Why are the cameras?
Yeah, we have cameras on us. On us.
Yeah.
Why do we have the cameras? Because we record this and we put it on YouTube. To spread this word across the world.
Right. So you're not just preaching for here, but also
For other people living in other countries. Yeah. You believe in God?
in my own way.
In your own way. So can you further elaborate on that? What you mean in your own way? Can you further explain?
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Too cold.
It's too cold today? Oh, okay. So you believe in Jesus also? In your own way?
I think I more believe in something.
In nature, right? In science. You believe in science? No?
Okay,
You're
good luck.
spiritual.
Bye.
Good luck. You're gonna need the luck. Edomite,
I knew it really when he came over, he didn't. I knew it.
he needs the luck.
Yeah.
But he ain't gonna get no luck. All he's gonna get is judgment. These Edomites believe in the Lord in their own way.
What you're speaking about, you know?
Yeah. They want they straight up. When you tell them what the Lord is really about out of the Bible that they so-called love, they flip out. That's not true. That's not how I see God. Your opinion doesn't fucking matter, man. It's what the scriptures matter. That matter. It's what's in the scriptures that matter. Go ahead, all right?
Isaiah 8:20. To the law and to the testimony. If they speak not according to this word, it is because there's no light in them.
There's no light in them.
Because he was speaking about he basically not believing in the Most High according to the scriptures, but not believing according to this way.
To
He has a life in it. Yeah, because he's darkness, man. He's not the darkness going to be destroyed for this shit, man.
Yeah.
Because who's still at Yahawashi, man? He's the way, truth, and the life, and also the light. Because Yahawashi came to the world, and the light came to the world, man. Because when you think about it, the light came. Because you understand, and we Israelites, we are wicked as hell, man. We have to come back to Yahawashi, the light came. Basically, the hope came. Because light represents hope. When you're in a dark place, see the light, this represents hope, man. And we was in the utter darkness, and Yahawashi came as the light to give us hope, man. In Yahawashi, man.
In him, to give us faith. That's why the Lord says, "Blessed is him that believeth on me that haven't seen me." Let me get that. Is it Matthew? John.
Verse 20 and 21.
Let's get that right.
Book of John.
Because we've heard this word before. We've done this job before. This is not our first time going. Like, this is not the first time in our lives that we've done this. And when I say lives, I mean our spiritual lives. Yeah, our spiritual lives. Because our spirits are forever.
That's right.
Okay? So our spirits have been on this earth more than once, doing the same work that we've been doing from the beginning. Okay? So we've been here many times preaching and prophesying, bringing out the word.
That's right.
All right? Go ahead.
Okay, this is John 20 and 29. Let me start at the whole thing.
Just get the point.
20 and 29. And Yahweh said unto him, Thomas, because thou hast seen me, thou hast believed. Blessed are they that have not seen, and yet have believed.
And that's a covenant to these Edomites, because they need to see it to believe. They're going to believe it when they see the skyscraper. They're going to believe it when they see Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 1. They're going to believe it. It's going to be too late then, because the conqueror is here. The judgment is already written. It's written out. They got the papers. They already know who I'm coming for. The list has already been given out. Go get him. Go get him. He's been sealed. He's been sealed. Bring him up here. Come up hither, and slaughter the rest. It's going to be too late. So read that last part again. The last part? Yeah.
John 20 and 29. Thomas, because thou hast seen me, thou hast believed. Blessed are they that have not seen, and yet have believed.
They have not seen, and yet have believed. They have not seen Yahawashi, but they believe. Why? Because he gave us the faith. He gave us the light. He brought us out of darkness. We don't need to see him to believe it. We see his mighty works throughout our life. We see the things that he's done throughout our life. Okay? We see through his work, his power, his presence. We don't need to see it to believe it. We don't need to have it in our hands to believe that it's real. Go ahead. What you got?
Hebrews 11 and 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
Faith. And these Edomites got no faith. They got faith in themselves. They got faith in themselves and their money and their bank accounts. And you know what's funny? For example, I was talking to this dude today, right? At my plantation, right? And he was like, no, actually I saw a video. And it was a video about this Moabite, I think it was. He said about 25, 40 years ago, he bought his first, he was talking about silver. He said silver and gold. Silver is used in things to create things. Like, you know what I mean? Like stainless steel and sterling silver. You know, you can make sterling silver plates and forks and so on and so forth. But gold is stored away. Okay, so he said he bought a gold coin that was for $50 so many years ago, and now it's about $1,800 for this one little gold coin. So he said, so what changed? Did this get more value, or did the dollar get weaker? And the dollar got weaker. But then they tell you to save the dollar and put it in bank accounts. And the dollar is nothing. You see what I'm saying? They don't teach you this shit. They don't teach you really how to live in this world. They teach you how to be a drone, how to be a consumer, how to be a dummy. to be a straight zombie, man, a fluoride dummy. That's what they teach you how to do. They don't teach you to read labels. You take everything for face value, man. And you think that the people that are in charge of you really give a fuck about you. They don't.
I think they say them.
Yeah. They wouldn't lie to us. They will lie to you. You know why they will lie to you? Because it keeps them on the pedestal and it keeps you as them throwing crumbs at you, man.
And the person. Go ahead. The 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 16. It says, "For we have not followed cunningly devised fables, but we made known unto you the power and coming of our Lord Yahushua Mashiach."
So we had not followed cunningly. What?
We have not followed cunningly devised fables.
Cunningly devised. And Esau is a cunning hunter. He'll tell you a fable that you can make it in this world. All you gotta do is work hard. And you can have you can have anything you want. You can become anything you want. It's a fucking lie, man. It's a lie, especially for Jake. Jake is persecuted on every side. Jake can go to school, become a doctor, but guess what? What's in front of your name? A nigger. You're still a nigger, man. You can be the best basketball player. They'll still call you a monkey. You can be the best heart surgeon. They'll still call you a nigger. You're still black. Go ahead.
It's the same in the what's called Roman Empire, basically. When, for example, the Caesar Spartacus, right? He was basically the gladiators, right? So he was basically supposedly a god, right? They worshipped him as a god. They idolized him too. But still, the higher people knew, man, he's nothing.
Yeah.
He's nothing, man. He's just basically a puppet for the people. He is just basically a monkey and then the cage fighting for amusement. And the same thing with the sport, man. Because when you think about the sport, man, these people put their life on the line. For example, football, man, they put their fucking lives on the line when they're going out there in the field, hitting each other like going goddamn craziness, man. You get knocked the fuck out, man. You get fucking concussions, man. You get, what is it called, Alzheimer. You get all these things, man.
BTI, brain,
For
traumatic
what?
brain, and TBIs. And
For minute of glory, man.
And the funny thing is, they'll tell you you can't self-medicate.
Yeah.
You can't take what you know is good for your body. If you want to smoke marijuana and have it as a medicine, you can't do it. You can't. You pretty much a slave. If you look at the whole draft process in the combine of the military of football, it's like slave owners.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, look how they make you dress, man.
Yeah.
You
Just with
pretty
the
much
tights.
naked, man.
Yeah, just with the tights. Like in the gymnasium back in the Roman Empire.
Gymnasium,
Yeah.
hall of naked sports, man.
Because when you think about it, they see how fast you are, how high you can jump, how far you can jump, and how powerful you are, man, like a beast.
They be salivating on their mouth too. Yeah, we gotta get him on our team. We gotta get him. We gotta get him on our
They say
squad.
it.
Wait.
Yeah, they check your weight also.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the weight you like your brother. Yeah, that's right. Because when you stand on the weight thing, when they weigh you, you like this on it, man. You like this.
Yeah.
They check your size from there,
Yeah,
from
yeah,
high,
yeah.
how high, and then they're
It's
like,
like a
then you're-
thoroughbred dog.
yeah, then
or horse.
yeah, man. Then they're all of a sudden like this with the nose. Yeah, you got this. Oh. Like, acting like they can't get it from the internet from it, man. It makes a goddamn sense, man. Making a big show because it's showing you that you are nothing for them. Man.
Then they measure how fast you can run.
Yeah,
Get up, nigga. Get up.
Yeah.
Run for that.
They don't even have to say this anymore. They do it by themselves, man.
In their mind, bro.
Yeah,
In their mind, bro. And you know, Jake thinking he coming out of poverty.
But why? Yeah, this is the thing. This is the only
Yeah.
really thing where Jake can basically show his talent.
Yeah.
Because every other thing, when you the best scientists in the world, for example, say you go into a doctor in the world,
You still it?
they don't see you, man.
And
But in sport, they say, hey, well, I got a chance, man. I do the thing that I like. But Esau got that's your economy advice favor, man.
And it's funny because all sports would be nothing without Jake. Man.
Yeah. You saw it when the NBA was all Edomites, man. When Jake wasn't there, it was dominating that shit, man.
Will Chamberlain.
Yeah, it was
He was-
destroying that shit.
He was getting 100 points on him, man. 200,
How?
80 rebounds on their ass, man. 80 rebounds, man. He getting
Still,
80 rebounds, bro.
In one game, man. This thing alone. No, not even
Esau
team
can't do
tickets.
shit. They didn't even know what a three-pointer was, man, or a dunk. They couldn't dunk. They couldn't dunk. Not one Edomite was out there dunking. Dunking came from Jake, man. Jake put salt on everything, man. Jake made the Olympics, man. Jake made cotton picking a competition, damn it. everything that Jake touched, he put salt to it, because that's our gift. No matter what you do to us, we're gonna shine, man. No matter what happens, we're gonna shine, even though we're wicked as fuck. The Lord put that is our salt. We are the salt of the earth.
But they're not really shining, man. They're the salt, yeah, but they're not shining.
What I'm saying is,
I understand what you mean.
we're gonna excel.
Yeah, of course.
We're gonna excel always in everything.
But when you think about them, man, they're not giving any light, man. They're zombies as the other ones, even worse than the other ones, because they put their whole trust in Esau, man. That's what you're seeing with them, man. The other one, Jake in the wheelchair, talk about the building trust after this GE experiment, man. Showing how destroy our people are, man. Killing all people left and right, and then
That's the Stockholm syndrome.
then Israel's talking about basically this thing wasn't true. You have to make true research, man. Showing you got false teachers out there, man. Showing you got fucking false teachers out there. You have to really see these days right now who you should follow, man. I'm serious, man. They're serious. You shouldn't follow these false camps, man. You should follow. I'll say 100% for sure, man. GMS, man. You should follow these great men on the YAHAWASHI, man, as we do.
And the funny thing is, the Lord made me not be able to sleep last night. The Lord put it on me where I couldn't sleep, so I watched. I was trying to sleep, but I was watching Elder Apostle Tahar's videos, man. And I watched so many. I don't even know how many I watched, but some of them were sticking with me. And there was one video where IUIC was breaking down the mark of the beast.
Yeah.
Right? And this dude was talking about, I think in the book of Nehemiah, or Nahum, I think it was Nehemiah, where he says, he pretty much said, you don't have no power over your own body. Because if Esau wanted to come up here right now and put a chip in you, you could have stopped him. And Apostle Sahar said, well, if Esau wanted to come up here and put a fucking dildo in your ass, you couldn't stop him either. Like you, so this whole logic is, so he was saying that
the chip is true.
No, because the mark of the beast is sin.
Yeah, we all got the mark and we destroyed.
Yeah, even Paul said he was in sin, right? So this is what they're saying. Because the mark of the beast is sin.
They don't think it through, because when you go into the mark of the beast, what's the judgment? Let me read it real quick, man.
So if we all have the mark of the beast, then how can we still buy and sell it?
Yeah.
Because if that's the case, the Lord said that they may not buy or sell. So if we got the sin, if we got the mark of the beast right now, we shouldn't be able to buy or sell.
So basically, they're saying you're gonna only be able to buy if you sin. That's what they're basically saying.
If you're not sinning,
you're only allowed to buy if you're not sinning.
No, because if you don't have the mark of the beast, then you
yeah, they said sin. They said
so
sin.
if you're not sinning, then you can buy.
No, I mean the other way around.
So like, go ahead.
Because when you say it like this, they say the mark of the beast is sin. So if you're sinning, you're allowed to buy because you got the mark there. If you're not sinning, if you're not sinning, then
you wouldn't be able to buy.
So why I can buy sin?
Because everybody's in sin, and it's like with your hands you sin, and with your mind, because the sin is in your mind.
This is the confusion. Let's get real quick to priesthood.
Go ahead.
Revelation 13:16, and he calls us all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand on their foreheads.
When you look at that word karagma, that word mark, it goes into karagma,
yeah,
which means an incision. Okay, it's an actual physical thing. That means something has been cut, an incision, a puncture. Okay, so that means you have to have something happening to your flesh that you have a mark.
True.
And when you put that, if you look at anybody that got it, they got a little dent, they got a mark there, man. Okay, so that mark is the RFID chip.
True.
Okay, I don't give a damn if you believe it or not. In the end, it will speak. You're gonna see. Esau is gonna make it so you cannot buy or sell unless you get on board with his new world order. His new world order is a digital currency.
True.
This digital currency is gonna be implemented through the RFID chip.
True.
And it's gonna be plain as day. Go ahead, Art.
This is basically the revelation. The word mark is G5480, and it means karagma. It's stamped and imprinted mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand. A mark as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist. The mark branded upon horses.
The badge of the followers of the Antichrist. So, first off, so if you have the mark, then you following the Antichrist.
Yeah, because you're anti-Messiah. Antichrist, you're anti-Messiah. According to this breakdown, yeah, because when you think about it, it's true. Because why? You go against YAHWAH because he said, hey, don't take the mark, but you're taking the mark. So you're against him, you're anti.
No, but what I'm saying is, according to IUIC,
yeah.
IUIC, every so even the elect, the elect, because if you read it, it says they did not receive the mark. They didn't take the beast of the name. Let's read it, man.
Yeah,
because if that's the case, then the elect are going to be perfect. They can't sin in these days.
Then they're going to be destroyed, basically, what they're saying. Because you're going to read it, but the people they're going to get the mark, they're going to be destroyed, man. But they got just the word karak from the root word of karak, man. It means a pale or stake, a palisade. When you go into that, that's basically the, what is it called? The needle, not the needle, but the
injection.
The injection, how they inject it to you. Because you think about it, it's look like a palisade.
It's a syringe.
A syringe, yeah, that's what I was looking for. A syringe, and they push the mark into you, man. You see multiple times, man.
Okay.
But yeah, then going back to Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16, free and bound to receive a mark in the right hand on the forehead. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
Yeah.
He is wisdom. Let him that has understanding count the number of the beast, for his number of a man. And his number is 303.6. So how do they break that down, man? How do they break this down, then?
They don't. They skip over.
Come on, man. Then going to Revelation chapter 14 and verse. Let me start at 8, because we come to this time, man. And it says Revelation 14:8, and there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, the dead great city, because she made all the nations drink of the wine of the wrath of fornication.
So Babylon made everybody to sin, right? So they're going to be sinning in their mind, thinking of sin, according to IUIC, that the mark of the beast is sin. Okay,
so they're basically on the same like ISRAELITES, because I think about it, then King Solomon had the mark of the beast too. It was a sin.
Yeah.
All those back in the day had the mark of the beast.
Yeah.
So how then?
So
it's King Solomon and Yahushua.
Okay, so but the thing about it is, like Paul, that means Paul's not going to wake up. He's not going to be in the kingdom of heaven because he took the mark. If you understand what I mean, because
going to take the mark.
No, I mean they're not going to be. They're going to be in utter shame.
Yeah, they won't be up to one of the elect. Yeah. Go.
You know, they're going to be in contempt and shame.
Yeah, because when you think about it, because the elect won't take the mark what we're about to read, but the two-thirds going to take it, but still going to come to the kingdom. They're going to die, yeah, but still going to come to the kingdom. That's the thing, because all Israel shall be saved, right? But yeah, going to verse 9, Revelation 14:9, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hands, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and the presence of the Lamb.
See? So, if you take the mark, you're going to be tormented with the nuclear missiles. So, everybody is done, according to IUIC. Yes. Then themselves, who bringing out this bullshit, are condemned. They're condemning themselves.
Yeah. When you fall teacher, you condemn already, man. When you pushing the truth, it's down already.
According to just that breakdown, that they condemn themselves with just a breakdown. You know, on top of them bringing out falseness. You know, a false doctrine.
Cool.
Right, huh?
Verse 11, and the smoke of the torment is sent up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name.
The mark of his name. So you got to receive something, man. You can't.
Yeah, it's receiving. You getting it.
Yeah,
you're getting it.
Yeah.
It's not like you're getting it, man.
You're not doing it on your own.
Yeah.
You know,
somebody
you,
presented them to you, and you
yeah,
do it.
and you take it.
You take it. Yeah.
You take it. You say, okay, I'm in league with you. I believe in you.
I follow you.
I follow
you, my
you.
God, man. Because when you take this chip, man, you making a contract with the devil himself, man. Because you have to understand, man, you're going to be put in a situation where it's going to be like, hey, you're going to be cut off out of
You don't
society.
have no other choice.
You have no other choice, but there's no choice. YAHAWASHI said choice, no? It's going to look like there's no choice, but YAHAWASHI is a choice that you have to take. Because he's going to make a way, man.
Just think of it like this. If you don't get the mark of the beast, you're going to have to unplug from the matrix. You're going to have to, you ain't going to be able to go to work. You're going to be able to buy money. You're going to get money. You ain't going to be able to, they're already showing you that they can do this. They already showed you that they can do what the fuck they want to do. Why? They got everybody wearing a mask. They got everybody wearing a mask. They're preventing you from going into stores.
Yeah.
You can't go into you can't do certain things if you don't got a mask on. You can't go to concerts. You can't go to basketball games and football games. You can't do nothing. You can't go to a grocery store if you don't have the vaccine.
You can travel.
You can't even travel.
Why? Because they're going to come off the yellow card where you can't go even on planes anymore. So people, because I was yesterday at the doctor's place, and people even got the mentality like, hey,
I would do anything.
I would do anything to just go on vacation again. Showing you which situation now, man. Just to go on vacation in another country.
They'll take anything.
Yeah, man.
Give me anything.
Yeah.
I'll take 12 weeks to straight up like that.
She was like, I'm hoping that this is going to be basically soon available for everybody. That's what she said. And then, you know what came out? More people got basically infected with the C19 after they received the basic vaccination. That's correct. And then they say, it don't protect you. They even say themselves don't protect you, man.
The first vaccinations of the C19 vaccinations of the C19 don't protect you. You're not protected if you take the first vaccines. Go ahead, Ike.
Fucking it up. Fucking it up. But Revelation chapter 20 and verse 4. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them which were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua and for the word of the Most High.
So wait a minute. According to your logic, IUIC, so the ones who are perfect are going to be beheaded. But that means they can't sin. They're not going to be in sin. Okay, so the whole point, what was the point of Yahushua? To do what? To cleanse us of iniquities.
To come back to
iniquity is a sin.
To have grace.
Okay? So if we are still in sin because we are in this flesh, that means everybody needs Yahushua. First off, they don't even call on the name of Yahushua. Second of all, nobody is perfect in this life right now. Because wow, we all fall short of, that's why we must strive to be like Yahushua. And we cannot be perfect. Why? Because of this wicked ass queendom.
Because you're just saying right now because you got clothes on.
Yeah.
You're breaking the law because you got clothes on, there's mixed fabric.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to.
You don't even know. You don't even know what is what. And then if you try to get pure things, nothing is real. Yeah. Nothing is what they say.
Just on a low level, man, you can even keep the Shabbat every week 100%. You can even keep the Shabbat 100%. Keep it. I'm not saying like according to when it is, because of course this is what Peter said. Nobody should judge you in the feast day. But according to keep it, you break it every week, man. Just by turning on the light switch. Just by turning on your phone. Because you basically blame a light that you can see. And there's things you're breaking the Shabbat on this already.
Turn on.
Yeah, you just turn on the water because it's basically the heat is going to come on.
Yeah.
Even if you put it on cold, it's going to come on. Simply like that, man.
It just shows you that IUIC's breakdown is wrong.
Showing you this is the spirit, because I was speaking about it. You should know who you should follow, man.
Yeah, that's why I'm bringing it up.
See, it's the spirit, man. Because, hey, IOC, man, we just saw what came out with the ex-member. You saw the video?
Yeah. He was set up to be a propagandist.
Yeah,
and the thing about IUIC and those members, they just regurgitate what Nate tells them. You know, they just regurgitating what their leader tells them. They're not really believing it. You know, because if he came out and said he was wrong, then that means he would.
He was wrong in many things.
Yeah, not even that. I mean, because then that's a step, because then it shows that you become you don't have pride. But what I'm saying is, his followers are gonna be like, well, GMS been saying this the whole time. Shouldn't we be following them? They were the ones who said it from the beginning. And you've been lying to us this whole time. You know?
This thing, man. And when you think about what is it called, IOC, man, this is like ISPK a fashion show, man. It's just a fashion show how they came up. They come with ISPK is the same thing, man. They come with always shades that you don't see that basically their soul, man, because you know they're fucking wicked, man.
That shit drives me crazy. Why they all got black shades?
Black shades now come with all black. You have to come back to the true school.
And they all got.
Then he didn't even say he's the man under YAHWASHI, man. He's the first man, the general Yahweh is the first man under YAHWASHI. That's what he said himself.
How do you know?
So you basically say you basically wait, King David.
King David.
You're basically King David.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
He's basically King David. Yeah.
Hey, that's a heavy thing.
They hate to see that picture, man.
That's a heavy thing to say, man. If you're not, man, hey, get ready for it, man.
That picture caught her eye from way over there across the street. She came to see that picture.
But yeah, it's really the spirit's coming. The spirit, like, let me see what is there.
Yeah.
Go there. Try to bring some confusion. That's what these demons do, man. But going back to Revelation 20:4, it says, and I saw the souls of them which were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua and for the word of the Most High, which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received the mark upon their foreheads or on their hands.
So you didn't sin. You didn't sin in your mind and in your hands, by your hands, according to IUIC.
Showing you.
Man, shut your ass up, man.
This is the thing, man. Hey. But hey, you have to make it up for yourself, man. You people of Israel, man, out there, listen, or people listen out there, man. You should really examine to you listen to, man. You should really look at, hey, are these true, man? Is the thing what they say true? You should look at it, man. Because how is it that the mark of the beast of sin, when it says right here again, let me read the last part again, which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received the mark upon their foreheads or on their hands.
When it says mark upon the foreheads, it's not talking about sin in your mind. It's talking about a physical thing that's going to be implemented into your mind.
The brain chip, man.
That brain chip. And Elon Musk said it's going to be ready within the next 2 years.
And it's
He already got it ready.
I watched Spectacular Spider-Man, right? The series, this cartoon. There was this man, who is it? Octavius, the one with the
Octavius.
Yeah, Octavius. Yeah, hey, fuck him. But he had the brain chip. He had the brain chip. He had the chip.
Can control.
He had the chip here,
Yeah.
but no, wait. He was connected to the whole city. He was connected to everything electronical in the whole city.
Yeah.
He just needed a bigger computer. So he wanted to set up basically police officer to come in there and put a chip in there that he can control the whole shit. Because he was basically let things go crazy in the coffee shops. Basically, the thing was flicking, and he was just thinking about the what was it? The cameras. He was connected to them, man. Showing you, man. Put it in the cartoons, man. I was seeing it. I was like, hey.
You should think that shit is cool.
Yeah, man. Like, yeah, man.
I want that. I want to be able to think of a app and it pop up in front of my eyes.
Then the other thing,
and I can control it with my mind. I don't gotta touch it no more.
Remember the thing that they pointed out with the supposedly my father, the Jake mother, and the basically Ted baby, where she was sitting like in the hospital, the commercial, was in the hospital, and she had basically different chips.
Oh yeah.
She had different chips and could do different things.
Yeah.
Showing you, hey.
They got it.
Yeah, man. They're showing you. They want to basically they groom the world to receive it, man.
Desensitizing.
Yeah. Like it's normal.
Accept their plan.
Same with the Sodomites, man. With the Transformers, man. Basically transgenders, man. These goddamn Transformers are normal now. They're normal now, man. You see Transformers walking around like, yeah, no, I'm a female, it's a fucking man, and you thinking to yourself, how is this normal? Back in the day, this guy would be hunted in Germany, man. They would hunt his ass and probably destroy his ass, man.
The procedure that these people take to get their rod removed and turn into a vagina, man. Hey, it sounds a devil.
No. But the thing is, how he perfected that people can basically live after that. You have to see it like this. How many tries he had before that he can do it like this, chop it off? Because normally when you chop off this, is dead. Basically, when you see the movie, somebody got chopped off his rock, he's dead. Like what's this one series?
The units.
Yeah, but the rock's chopped off, man.
They don't chop it off. They
version.
cut it.
Yeah.
And they put it inside.
Yeah, but I mean, like, how many trials it did? Because
Yeah,
there was this one movie, this one series. There was this one.
You saw,
I think it's called the Medicis or something.
wicked motherfucker, man.
I think it was called the Medicis or something. There was the one dude, and of course, you know how they did it back in the day, giving up basically pussy to get information and shit. There was the one dude, he had deep information. The chick, she acted like she's the great Medici queen, and the guy was like, "You want to give me pussy? I got a date." So he was there, right? In this thing where there was basically the zigzag, you know, where they cut things with the big blade. Bro, listen to me, you always had a bone, right? The shit just thing off, bah! Because she turned around, the thing came off from out, boom! He was dead immediately, man. Just the thing that came to mind because we're speaking about it, man. Then you have to think about how many trials they had to basically supposedly perfect it in that way that people can say, hey, that's a pussy, man. How? How? It's just just think about these things. Fucking, it's destroying my mind, man. It's getting irritated, crazy, man. Just to think about, like, yeah, man. Because I think always about this one man that turned into a female that I should talk to you about. But these people that deal with your friend for these comedians, supposed comedians on YouTube. He came with that fucking transformer, fucking wild beast, man. And then dudes look at her, at him basically. He turned around. And then he was like, would you date her? Date her, basically. Let them know it's her, but it's me. Would you date her? They're like, yeah, man, you know. And then I'm Jessica. I was a boy back in the day, you know. But then they're like,
I still do it. They still want to do it.
yeah, man, you know what? They're going to make the saying, old is a whole. They make it to a real thing, man. They make it to a real thing. I'm telling you.
Jake walked into the pole looking at us, man.
Yeah, they're gonna make it a real thing. I'm telling you, man. The whole thing, man. They make it to a real thing. You're gonna think a guy is with a female. Then we're like, hey, yeah, it's a girl, right? You're like, yeah, man. But you know what's back in the day, a boy. What you mean, man? So you popping a boy? No, she's a female. What you mean, man? How is it possible? Not the confusion, man. This is why we live in the stages of Babylon, man. Because everything that happens in Babylon is keep on going to Germany too, man. And everything that happens right now with the lockdowns, everything, the measures in Germany, you have to prepare yourself in America and other places, man. Because Germany is a fucking foreigner, man. I'm telling you. With these measures, man, talk about you're only allowed to travel 50 kilometers.
Starting Monday.
Yeah, but only if you, starting Monday
They're
when
ready. They even put a time limit, like, we gonna start this on Monday.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't going nowhere.
This thing, but only if, of course, you have to say it, only if the numbers are over 200. Basically, infection rate is over 200. Then you're not allowed to travel.
So they're gonna pull you over. They're gonna say, give me your papers. Where you from?
Yeah.
Let me see your ID.
Yeah.
Then they gotta look at the list. Are you from a hot zone? What you doing over here? You're 30 kilometers away. Ticket. Hey, this is
Only for essential business, they say. Hey, showing you what time we, man. It's not the time to bullshit, man. Like we talked yesterday about it too. It's the time to see the Abashmi and the thing is also, what you have to understand, the prophets are speaking, man. Again, going back to the thing that we spoke at the beginning. We didn't finish anything. Let's go to Revelation. Let me finish that and go to the other thing. Revelation 24. Neither his image, neither had received his mark upon the forehead or on the hands, and they lived and reigned from Mashiach 1,000 years. See? And that's the thing. So you have to understand, because it also said, because what is the second death then? What is the second death? The second death is fire. And it said, Revelation chapter 3, what was it, or 2? Revelation 2:11. He that has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. He that overcometh basically the tribulation that we go through.
Withstand it.
Yeah.
Endure.
Yeah.
Fight it.
Come. Shall not be heard of the second death. Why? Because they're going to be in the chariots, looking down on the lake of fire, the destruction that is about to come upon this world. So this is what's going to happen. So how is it then that we all have the mark, man? So we all condemned, man. According to them, we all condemned, that we will never be saved. Why? Because we're continuing with sin. We won't be perfect till we come into the kingdom. So what's the breakdown of that then, man? Showing you is utter confusion, man.
Where's the precept?
Yeah. Where's the precept that the mark of the beast is spiritual, man? Show me. Don't IRC look up verse 2? They look up verse 2, right? I never was reading for them, so I can tell. Yeah, but I think they look up words. So What is the word then? So then you don't look up words anymore? Like, what's it called? HOI, the same thing, man. It's a buck, the same thing, you know. But then I was thinking about it when you want to just talk. It's a buck. I remember Elder Pastor around, like, man. And the men of GMS are straight up righteous men, man. You know, because you think about it, man. The guys in another camp, and they don't think about, hey, you know, he this and this and this. Now they think like, hey, we have to support the family. We have to help the family because of the funeral costs and everything. Yeah. That's the right step, man. Because you have to understand, not the whole family is wicked. The man was probably, maybe he was, I don't want to say it, but just an example. The man is wicked, right? But then the son is righteous. But then he got a hard life and hard time to do things because he got all this debt upon him. If you understand what I'm saying? And that's the thing, man. Showing you how you should be, man. They set an example. They set the standard, man. And that's a beautiful thing, man. You know? But
they set the standard.
Yeah, man.
And we follow men who lay it plainly on the table.
Yeah, man. Make it plain, man.
Yeah.
Explain it.
They
Break it down.
They show with proof.
They break it down to the team, things, man. And you ask questions, they answer them, man. Yeah. They don't dodge these questions. And what they do, they answer themselves or give basic to men under them. And that's the thing.
And they use precepts, man.
Yeah. Precept
and they use history. They'll break it down all the way to the dumb level, the simple, stupid level.
Yeah. How we should do it, because we go to the middle, go down, go basically to the lowest. Because when we speak in a higher frequency according to the scriptures, people won't understand it. But when we go low, to break it down, you know, to really speak about to make everybody should understand it, should understand it. And that's the thing. But going back to the thing that we spoke at the beginning, basically you see what time we're in, man. You see the outburst of the people. You see the insurrection. And this insurrection that they claimed that happened in Babylon, they're going to put them upon us. Imagine the whole multitude of these people that was running into this building,
they had
hunting you, man.
In Berlin too.
What?
They had the same kind of type of thing in Berlin.
You mean with the Reichstag building?
Breaking in there.
Yeah, the Reichstag building. But they were speaking about it, man. You saw nothing about this about the news because they basically.
Huh? You don't want that.
Yeah, but with that they didn't went into that building like that.
Yeah.
Because this was different.
Yeah.
They said like they did it similar, but it wasn't the same exact way because this was a heavy thing, man. It was a heavy thing because when you think about it, 2020 started with a boom.
Shalom, Mark.
Hey, shalom. 2020 started with a boom with Somali killing. And what you see through that, man, World War III is popping loose, man. It's coming closer and closer.
They still holding that grudge. Man.
Listen to me. Then the Iranian scientists too.
Yeah.
So they got this and this. Now they're talking about revenge, man. They want to take revenge like the brother put in the group. They want to take revenge for the both of this killing. Yeah, that's the thing.
Spirit,
yeah, that's the thing because the Lord controls all things. So you've seen all these things come to pass, man. You see all these prophecies come to pass. So hey, it's high time to wake out of sleep, man. It's high time to wake out of sleep, man. But going to yeah, the precept Matthew. You got a precept quote? That's your quote?
I was gonna go Matthew 24 and 30.
Yeah, I want to go Matthew 24 and 7. But you want Matthew 24 and 30?
Go to 7 first.
Matthew chapter 24, let me start at 6. He shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. And what you have in the Middle East, because China said, like Xi Jinping said himself, hey,
what's his name?
Xi Jinping? Something like this, man.
Xi Jinping.
I don't know, man.
Damn, my man just making up names like Xi Jinping.
Nah, Xi Jinping. What the fuck, man?
Of course you would know.
You know what I'm saying? But listen to me. So he was saying, hey, to his army, told his army to be constantly ready for war, man. Showing you which time we in. Why should the world be which got basically one of the biggest economies say such a thing? Because you know. And then he basically should tell him to Babylon they should fucking denuclearize, man. They should put the nuclear weapons down. That's what they're saying. You see what tension we are, man. You think everything's lovey-dovey, man? You see the time that we're in, man. You see they beat the plowshares into swords, man, and the pruning hoods into spears, man. You see these things coming because they put all the money, all their wealth, resources into the
military.
That's the thing, into the missiles, man. Missile defense system, missile system, showing you
military budget.
Yeah, man.
Weapons.
The Joel, the 2nd chapter. You know, and that's the thing, man. So verse 7: For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places.
Famines, pestilences, earthquakes in diverse places.
Yeah.
In places that's not really seen, man.
Yeah.
You're like, what? Croatia, volcanoes all over the world erupting.
Yep. Killing people, killing cats, judging left and right, man. We in the time of judgment, man. You see that, man.
Everybody was riling up. All people, all
Yeah.
nations of people are fucking upset with the governments.
That's right.
You see? So we know. Keep reading on.
Gone. And one thing I wanted to say also, add on to this, the famines, man. You should never forget about the famines. Of course, don't speak about it, but don't
See it
forget.
right now. You
Don't
see it.
forget in March how it was out in Germany. They were struggling. You know when basically Brexit was happening. When Brexit was happening, right? Don't forget how these trucks was standing in line to pass the border. They had to check. It took days to pass the border, man. They were sleeping on that, waiting all day to pass the border.
It
Showing
happened a
you.
little bit right now too.
See? So showing you, hey, if the food supply won't come, it's a famine. If no food is there, it's famine. But we're gonna eat, man. We're still gonna eat. Through the spirit of YAHAWAH, you're gonna see. But these people are gonna be hungry, man. And like it says in 2 verse, the 16th chapter, it's worse to die of hunger than of death. Of the sword, right? Yeah, come.
Then of hunger.
Yeah. So it's worse to die of hunger because you don't know what it's gonna end. Because body every day waking up and can't move because you look at the energy like, but the death is quick. With the sword, it's like done.
It should be like madmen staring up for
Yeah.
lack of bread.
Yeah, man. Let's get that too, man. But you want verse 8. All these are the beginning of sorrows.
That's what I wanted to bring out right there. All things are the beginning of sorrow.
What is it?
All these things that we see right now, we in the beginning.
Yeah, man.
This
Nothing,
is
man.
this is just the tip of the iceberg.
Yep.
We ain't seen the next scratch. Because what's about to come?
These people are fucking
Yeah,
insane,
just-
man. With the child, man.
Drove right into the street.
I was hung crazy, man. But it's showing you strength, man. Because I was at the area at the main train station, right? But these people they just walk.
That's just crazy.
Yeah, but the same thing, because when I saw Frankfurt, the main thing, because of course you see the city here, everything's fine and dandy, right? Go to the SHAM, go there. I looked at people and people homeless look like the mark out there, man. They look like fucking Babylon out there. I was like, oh, what the hell, man?
You see California right now, Los Angeles, downtown Los Angeles look like a war zone.
See?
When I say war zone, I mean like trash and people everywhere.
Come, man.
You know,
Come. Yeah, man. He's always not going, man. Church was Ezra, man. It's dope. It's spirit, man. But yeah, man. You want to verse 30, right?
yeah, you see.
Yeah, I'll show this coming back.
Nah, I wanted 30. Oh, it's 24? So like, where's 24?
24, see it.
Oh, and 30.
30.
Yeah, kind of.
It's the book of Matthew 24 and 30. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory.
So, like I was saying earlier, they're gonna see YAHAWASHI, then they're gonna believe. Finally, they're gonna get what they've been saying. I need to see it to believe it. But along with seeing it, they're gonna get great death. Along with seeing it, they're gonna get great judgment.
That's right.
Okay, they're gonna see YAHAWASHI and get their heads fucking chopped off, man.
That's right.
So you're gonna see him with a sword. That's why he said, "I will not meet thee as a man." He's gonna meet you.
They're gonna come back as the ultimate, man. His ultimate body, his spiritual powers, man.
Like I said last night, man. They haven't seen Thanos really.
Yeah, man.
They what Esau portrays, you haven't seen the real King of Terrors, man.
That's right.
You haven't seen the King of Kings standing on his cloud. Hey, standing on his glory, man. His mountain that is, you can't even see past it. It's just so big, and you're gonna see him standing on top of it. Hey, you ain't these Edomites ain't seen shit yet.
Yeah, man, because
These nations,
Yeah, man.
go ahead, man.
No, just finish it.
That's it. They ain't seen nothing.
Yeah,
That's
man.
what I'm saying.
Because you have to understand, YAHAWASHI, when he was on this planet, he had the power to call 12 legions of angels out down here, right? He's gonna come back unstoppable, man. He's gonna be the unstoppable, man. He alone gonna be enough to destroy this whole world, to subdue it. He alone.
I mean, they even say he gonna just open his mouth, man.
And then the chariot's gonna basically, he's just gonna be like attack, boom. And the chariot's gonna have the blaze, the
laser beam.
laser beam, but it's gonna be like a unimaginable blast of fire, man. destroying the whole multitude, the whole basic host of America, the whole army, man.
Stanky.
Of the whole world, I mean, not in America.
It's gonna be a lot of burnt people out there.
Yeah, man. And that's the thing, man. But you see all these things happening, man. What you do, man? You should hasten the day of YAHAWASHI, man. You should put you in the right situation with YAHAWASHI, man. This is what we should do, man. We shouldn't be lollygagging and bullshitting. We should try to push daily video. We should push the daily study, man, straight up. Because right now it's the time to study for us also, man. To trim our lamps. That we'll be ready for the times to come. That we'll be ready for the times of Jacob's trouble. We're going to be seen without hope, but we're going to still have the hope. Because we're not going to be hopeless, like it says in 2 Corinthians, the 5th chapter. But we're going to have to keep our hope in YAHAWASHI, you know? Let me get there real quick. The 2 Ezra chapter 5 and verse 1. And it says, nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the day shall come, that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken. And tokens are signs. Tokens are signs. When you go into a token, it's a sign for something. So for example, you see something that you say, it's a token for death. Like Ishkar back in the day. You know, men of the basic, what is it called? Of the stars, basically. Seen.
They were, they can understand.
Yeah, basically the stars, the host of heaven, basically.
Yeah.
They see basically, for example, they could read it, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
They see, for example, a certain formation of the stars or something, and then they can say, hey, prepare for drought, prepare for famine, you know, prepare for this or third, man. That's the thing. Like they are basically supposed scientists, they do witchcraft though, with it in righteousness. Yeah. You know, because you have to understand these what is it called? These elites and these people out here, they get the information through these demons, through these entities, to the left-hand side of YAHAWASHI, because they give them a certain amount of knowledge because they worship them, because they worship Satan.
Yeah.
So the things that they're allowed to give them, they're going to give them, but not too much, not too less, man.
Yeah.
And that's it. So it's ultimately YAHAWASHI, man. But go, you want to say something?
I was going to bring up a piece of that.
Go ahead. Just read that, and they can read it from my phone too. Right here. The day which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. What's this barren, man? Because
dry.
Dry. Because you think about a female as barren, right? She can't get children.
She got that dry womb.
Yeah, man. So the womb is basically dead.
Unfruitful.
So basically, the faith is going to be dead in this time, man. Why? Because they won't have faith. Because it's going to be so terrible. It's going to look like what is it called? It's going to look like there won't be any salvation, man. But we got the salvation in YAHAWASHI, so like we just read. Like the brother we just read Matthew 24:30. YAHAWASHI going to come back and basically gather together the elect, going to deliver them, man. And that's the thing, man. That's the thing to the mighty power of YAHAWASHI going to be delivered, man. To nothing else, man. Esau can save. Esau can't even save himself, man. He's going to be destroyed, man. After 1,000 years of bondage, man. On the true rulers of this world, man. Who the whole world was made for the Israelites, man.
Israel don't want to see that, man. They
of course
love
not.
They love the oppressor.
Yeah, but little Chinese, let's talk about the Chinese. They're going to go to slavery. They're going to be basically punished. What's about that?
They don't care about that. But when you talk about that daddy, Esau, man, especially with Eve, man, Eve defended Esau tooth and nail, you know. But Jake don't want to see Esau go down. Why? Because you're happy with the crumbs that you've been throwing. Mm-hmm. You're happy with the little bit of stimulus checks that he giving you, man. As long as you can go buy your blunt, your weed. I'm not saying all Jakes are like that.
But majority
of them, man.
Especially in America, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially in
As long as you can get your little side hustle going, you know, sell your little weed.
As long as you feed the flesh, is everything right with
you. Man. Yeah.
As long as you feed the flesh, everything's okay with you. As long as you get your puss, as long as you get your drugs, your alcohol and everything, man. You know. As long as you get your entertainment and your food, you're good, man. Yeah. You can prolong the life, man. You go outside a little bit, you know, that's cool for you. You know? You remember man get fed out here, man. The man get fat out here. But yeah, this Job from the comic book.
25:2.
Yeah, 25:2. And it says, let me start 1. Then answered Bildad the Shuhite and said, dominion and fear are with him. He maketh peace in his high places? Is there any number of his armies? And upon whom doth not his light arise? How then can man be justified with the Most High? How can he be clean that is born of a woman?
See?
It's so he's talking about the Most High, man.
Yeah, man.
Because his arm is innumerable, man. There are probably some
Protests.
protests, and also what they also do when something happens, a tragedy, they come together and mourn for this shit. Like for example, you know why? Because we in the what's it called melting pot, all nations together, right?
Yeah.
Even in Germany. So you got so many people, for example, Morocco.
Babylon.
Yeah, we've got so many people from Morocco, or for example, Iran out here.
Pakistani, Arab.
They come all together and be like, yeah, man, we mourn for the people who protest against the thing happening. And then, of course, you got Esau also mixing there, like, yeah, man, you for your cause. Fucking devils, man.
Esau want to be seen, act like he's so compassionate.
Yeah,
We care about you.
but they don't.
We care. As soon as they come home, they sleeping good. They don't give a goddamn, man. Esau is full of shit, man.
That's right.
He's a goddamn liar, man. He is smiling your face. And in his heart is just straight war and hatred, man. They don't give a damn about you. You just keep on believing, thinking that Esau cares about you, man. He don't, man. He truly don't. He don't give a damn. He could care less about you. But let you tell him he's the greatest on earth.
Yeah, man.
Look at all of this the white man has done.
He's everything, man.
Yeah.
He's the Egyptians. He's the Egyptians.
He's the last samurai.
He's the samurai. He's the Israelites.
He's the pharaohs.
He's the Israelites, man.
He's the Israelites. See everything.
You know, he's Noah.
He's Jesus.
He's the chosen one.
He's God.
Bro,
He's
listen to me.
everything,
He's
man.
everything, man. It's all the way around, man. We are everything, man. It's all the way around,
I
man.
forgot about this. Yeah. He been everything.
Yeah.
He made Tom Cruise as the last samurai, man. The last Ammonite. Hey. Hey, if he could oh yeah, Chuck Norris. He was in karate movies too, man. You know, let Esau tell it. He invented everything.
Esau's basically
All
the
things
greatest
come from
man.
Esau.
He's the greatest man
He
upon the
created
planet Earth.
martial arts. He created hip hop. He created jazz, blues, rock, reggae. He created it all. All things come from Esau, man.
He's
The way he tell it.
He's the mightiest man of this world.
All civilization came from him.
Even though it
We
came-
civilized the world.
You know, even came from the Babylonians, man. First civilization came from the Babylonians, man.
But let Esau tell it.
Yeah. And the Babylonians, who was that, man? That was fucking Hamites, man.
Nah, they were white, man.
I forgot.
They were white.
Yeah, man.
Let Esau tell you. Esau tell you a bold-faced lie. Quick.
That's right.
We gave the world civilization.
Yeah.
When the Romans were the most wickedest motherfuckers on the earth, man.
And you got them,
Violence, man.
and you got them Adumians of fucking cave dwellers, man.
Yeah.
That's what you are. Man.
Esau, the Romans, man, they were wicked, man.
And even this is not their name, man. They even stole that name from the Japhites, man.
Yeah.
The name Roman came not even from them. Man.
That's how Esau is, man.
Yeah.
That's why it said, what does Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10 say?
That's our 10. 12, 10.
Yeah.
Never trust enemy. Never trust enemy.
Never trust that enemy.
Yeah.
When he see a chance, he's gonna stand up in your place and say he it's him. Yeah, let's get it.
And I have also the other preacher with the brother in the comment board.
Oh, let's get the other one first.
It's Matthew chapter 24 and verse 31.
Yeah.
Just to get the other precept we were speaking about. And he shall send his angels, who is he, Yahawashi, with a great sound of the trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, and from one end of heaven to the other.
See? Man, he's gonna gather who? The elect, his men. He's gonna gather his men from the four winds. Why? Because we've been scattered all over the earth, man.
That's right.
We dwelleth in all nations, man.
Nah, man, we all black, man.
Huh.
All these guys are black, man. Come on, man, it's all black.
Hey, I asked this dude on the comment board. He didn't say shit. He was like, Latinos were never Israelites. So I said, then who are the Assyrians? Who was in the Assyrian captivity? They can't answer. They can't answer. So wait a minute.
So what happens if the dark skin, like a supposed pro-Israelite sleep with Edomite? Is his son an Edomite or not?
And the funny thing is, it's like, if that's the case, right? So the Indians that came over to America before these Edomites got there and took it over, how did they get there? How come they were not dark as us?
Yeah, the other thing is for me, who are the so-called Native Americans? Who are the so-called Jews? What are they?
What nation are they?
What nationality
Yeah.
they got?
According to the Bible, if you're saying that all
But they are not.
Israelites, all 12 tribes are dark skinned, so what are the Native Americans then? Where they come from?
So am I then an Israelite man?
Now they call you Babs.
But then we call you Israelite, right?
Yeah,
They
but
call-
you see,
Fucking stupidity, man.
they don't know.
Yeah,
They
they
don't
don't know
know.
shit, man.
They don't
Because
know.
they're fucking carnal, man.
They don't know.
Because you have to understand, man. For example,
They will most definitely call you one and say I'm
Yeah.
an Israelite for
Yeah,
sure.
they will say you a Jake, but I'm a Mamza.
Yeah,
It's goddamn tap, baby. funny, man. But hey, it's
not
good
knowing
kid.
that my mother is an Edomite also. Man.
Yeah, man. Hey, we gotta keep that, man. When somebody come up with that shit, we be like, remember the one guy that came up?
He was confounded.
Yeah, he was like, what? I remember back in the day, man, he came. What back in the day? Long time ago, man, he came up. He was like, huh? So, he just said, he was speaking something. He said, my mother's what? An Edomite. What?
Yeah,
It was done, man. After that, his mind was fucked up, man.
because you can't trust your eyes, man. You need to
Yeah.
be spiritual.
Yeah, man.
And that's
Spiritual eyes that betray.
And that's what you don't have. What these Edomites don't have. These nations don't have spiritual
Even
discernment.
2/3 of all people don't have
They
it.
don't have that spiritual discernment. You know, because you ain't dealt with spiritual things. You're not dealing with spiritual things. You're not on the mindset of trying to become better and be perfect like Yahawashi.
That's right. And then also,
You're not purging yourself of these you're not fortifying these members, man.
modifying the members of their body. Yeah,
You happy with these lusts, man. You comfortable with the things that you are in this world, man.
yeah, man.
We hate this fucking world. We hate this life, man.
We just use it.
We just have to we have to be here because we know that we're being punished and tested, man. And the ultimate test we hope to pass.
Yeah, we're good. Y'all rest of them, man. We're gonna pass, man.
God, man.
It's gonna go for the HAWAD, man.
You ain't nothing but pig in that shit.
Yeah, man. Specialitet. The Easter cunning hunter showing you, man. He going to the forest hunting. Then he got a fresh from hunting for you. Boom.
And
On
how
the
did
table.
anybody tell me? Because I was like, yeah, God said don't eat pork. I don't eat pork. I only eat wild swine.
Yeah.
I was like,
Hey,
huh?
you know why they say like it's clean? Because it's only the white things in the wild.
They eat the dead things in the wild, you dumbass. They
Yeah.
eat anything in the wild.
But no, they only eat human.
So if there's a dead animal there,
and
the
he's
pig is
hungry.
gonna come eat that shit.
Yeah, like a pig.
They
It's
only
even
eat
worse.
fresh things in the wild.
Yeah.
Berries and grass.
That's
When do
all.
you see a pig eat grass before? Ever. Never. You never see, all you see pigs is sniffing their nose in mud. They don't never eat no grass. You ever see grass around pigs? All you see is dirt. You ain't never seen no damn, no beautiful grasslands
You're
and
gonna-
pigs
like a sheep.
running like
Grass,
no.
club,
You ain't because that's not their habitat. You could never see no pig on the grassland chilling, man.
That's right.
They like that slop. They like the dirt. They are the garbage disposals of the earth, man.
They're the natural trash bag, man. They're natural trash bag.
And you eat that flesh, man.
Yeah,
you eat the trash.
You eat
They
the
be
trash.
eating the stomachs, man. They eat the stomach. They eat the pork belly. Crispy barbecue pork belly, man. That shit make me get sick to my stomach just thinking about it. That shit is where he digests all of it. And you
All
eat
the
it.
toxins come.
Yeah.
But he don't get the toxins out. It stays in the body because it don't sweat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And you eating the most toxinated piece of the body, man.
You can just eat trash for real. You can just eat the trash. I mean, really, you can go to a trash bag and just take the food off and eat
Like
it.
a raccoon.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna call you raccoon.
I'm a savage. Inside joke.
Yeah, man.
I'm a savage.
Man, that shit was funny.
Yeah, they are savages, man. And Raccoon, you're telling the truth. He is a savage.
Raccoon. That's what he said, bro. I was like,
Yeah,
what the fuck?
trashy. He said he was trashy
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
You said he was trashy,
Yeah.
man.
Trashy.
Yeah, but that's
I
how
watched
it
it
is.
again, man. It was a dope thing, man.
Jake is hilarious. He's very. That Jake is spiritual too. No, but the other one where they got the powers on the 21st.
Yeah, this one.
He was like,
He's speaking
so
so
how you?
the truth, though.
He said, so now that you guys got your powers, he was like, what are you? Can you tell us what you plan? Can you explain to us what you're doing? He said, explain. He said, nigga, I ain't gotta explain shit. I ain't gonna explain shit to you. The days of explaining shit are gone. He's like, I ain't gotta explain shit. He's like, how y'all treated us in the 16 and 1800s, that's how I'm going to do you. He's like, do you mean slavery? Oh, you said it. You said it.
You said it.
You said it.
But this is the thing with Jake. Jake only sees this, right?
Yeah.
But what is with the deeper things of the past slavery? What is with when we wanted to pass through the land of Edom? He said no. He was ready
That
to
was your
kill
brother,
us, man.
Your own brother. He was like, nah, man. He came out with his army, his mighty men, ready to slaughter you.
Yeah, man.
And my man said,
This is phone about to die, man.
this one right here, right?
Yeah.
My man said, his name was Hida. Hida! Hey, they in trouble, man. When Jake received that power, you think, hey, there ain't gonna be no mercy, man. They're gonna dash their children.
Man,
They're
let's
gonna
get
grab you and just,
Hey, that's just been off the outbusting outside.
how they flick that snake, man, in the military. Nah, man. Look,
You catch a snake.
the drill sergeants in the army, when you was in Fort Benning, Georgia, they got a lot of poisonous snakes down there. And one dude was like on the ground pulling security, and he didn't see the snake was there. And the guy came up, stepped on the snake like this. He picked it up and he slung that shit like this, and it killed it. He whipped it like you know how you whip a towel like that. He whipped that drink, pow! That drink was dead, man. I was like, God damn. And Jake gonna have power to pick up Edomites, man, just flick their ass, just throw them, and then catch them at the same time, man. That power is gonna be terrifying.
Instant teleportation. Boom! Like Dragon Ball. I can imagine, man. Like back in the day, Dragon Ball, right? You had this power attacks. You had like these combos, like in PlayStation. You had the square and the triangle, right? The triangle was a heart attack when you load down, like, boom! You punch it, you apply, like, zip, from behind. So it go boom!
Square triangle.
Yeah, man.
I couldn't get the camera angle. I was never good at the camera angle. So like just trying to, stay, but I would fuck it up. I could never. I'd be like, he be right here. I'm like, ooh, he over here. I'm like, damn, yeah.
That's
So yeah.
the quick precept.
But Esau ain't gonna be able to dodge it. He ain't gonna do shit with it. It's that judgment. You know what?
I got a quick precept. This is Ezekiel chapter 25. And I got it's also 12. Ezekiel chapter 25 and verse. Let me start at 12. Ezekiel 25 and 12, and it says, "This saith Yahawah power, because the Edom has dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and has greatly offended, and revenged himself upon them. Therefore, this saith Yahawah power, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword."
Teman, that's where we at right now. The
That's
land
right,
of the Temanites, man.
Fucking Teman.
Wise men of Teman, man.
That's right, the Nazi scientists,
The
man.
Germans, man.
Yeah, man.
The Temanites.
Go.
And the brother on the comment board said, E is a thief. E is a base man. E is a liar. E is the man of perdition.
That's right.
Straight up.
That's right.
Check. What they do in the group? Check.
Yeah, like we did
Check.
12 and 6 chapter.
Check. Hey, you checked off all the boxes of Esau, man.
That's right.
And that's what Esau is. He's all of those things and then some. He's even more what you can't even think of.
You don't even know what he thinks. You thinking you know things about Esau, man? Wait till you see the hidden things that we're gonna know. We're gonna know all things.
Yeah.
Wait till you see the hidden things that he did, man. He did all these years, man. When all these things gonna come brought to light, because it says here in Ezekiel,
All of the testing that he did on Jake, man, all those slaves,
the
man.
witchcraft, how many Israelites he killed, how many Israelites bloody drank, all these things, man.
Cigarettes,
Yeah, they're over there, man. Supposedly righteous females, right? Ezekiel chapter 25 and 14. "I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel." We're going to execute the vengeance, man.
Yeah, man.
We're going to have the wrath upon us to execute the vengeance upon these Edomites, man. Upon these other nations. We're going to judge them.
They think we're weak.
But they know we're strong.
Hey, they know we're strong.
Yeah, man.
Hey, you know what's funny though? Because I was watching, I be on TikTok. I saw on TikTok they sent this link to me where it's like they always do like this thing where like the girls pick black or white boys.
Yeah,
They always pick black,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
And then every Edomite chick always go to the black side. Every chick, man, go to the black side. Why is that?
But then, when it comes to the financial thing,
Yeah,
when
they
get
go to the
older,
white. They want
they're
the
gonna go
white.
to Edomite, but not for pleasure, just for security of money. That's the thing. They just do it because they want to be money secure. That's the only thing, man. They're gonna want to get put on a pedestal because Jake is gonna give the pleasure.
Yeah.
They're gonna
And
get the
then
pleasure.
They go get the money and the security from Esau.
Yeah, like you saw also in what's it called in Prison Break.
Yeah.
Why that rich cracker man was that you want to the Ishka, right? He was like, you want to put my wife? He was saying like this. He was like, you want to put my wife in front of me? Man, you're pregnant?
Make her pregnant.
He said, man, you're pregnant. He was like this. And then the wife came in like only this, nudes and shit.
Yeah.
He was like, she was ready, she was everything. And he was like, wicked shit, of course. It was wicked shit, of course. But
Jake took that shit.
no, he did not. It didn't. He would.
Jake would take that, man.
Which you always have with the Mexicans working for these rich Edomites, right? The man always working all day, then he popped the wife. It's not always like that. This how I had the Mexicans back in the day when it was in the world in my mind. Because it's hard in movies. Because in Germany, you don't see that.
It's fucked up, man.
I know it's fucked up. But it's true, right?
Man.
It's true. See, here's do because they showed always in movies.
The gardener.
It's the gardener, and then boom,
The gardener.
yeah. This is how you saw Ishika.
Only technical without shirt.
Yeah, man, buffed up.
See, señorita.
Yeah, and then popping up.
Simone, I say.
Yeah, then you don't even want to do it, but she like, come on, man, give it to me.
Hey, but you know, they Edomite bitch that's a Jake back in the day.
I know, but I'm saying,
Yeah.
this thing, but this is how you see how they portray our brothers, our nation to us. We don't even know because we don't have the Ishikarat around us here. In Germany, we don't have them, man. We see them maybe one or two, but they don't even know like Ishikar because we grew up among Germans, man.
They hate him though, man.
Yeah,
They hate him, and it's funny because they get oppressed, and then they hate. Then Jake hate Ishikar, and they hate each other, but they both oppressed. And then they turn around and go hate the Indians, the Native Americans.
Go.
You know,
That's right.
just show you, man.
Go. Just give me a speaker. I'm just gonna put the thing on.
Damn, I never knew that though.
What?
That they did it like that. That's how
Yeah.
you see it.
This how you got these issues. This how I always had Ishikar in my head, man. The Mexicans working and popping eating my bitches. That's what I always told them as an example. I always tell them like, hey, why is it that? Because females want to talk shit about, of course, when they talk about them. Be like, hey, the white boy's whack. So tell me why in the movies always the white chick with a man goes always to the brown guy and get popped. They can't answer because they know.
Because they know where the power is. They know where the good,
Yeah, man.
the good source of entertainment is, and that's what we are to them. Entertainment.
That's right.
We're not seen as pillars of strength, where we can be financially stable, or we can be leaders of the economy. We're only good for one thing: to entertain.
And to get pleasure.
Get
pleasure, basically.
All of the things that entertain this world came from us. The music, the dances,
Yeah,
the
even rock and
flavor
roll
of,
came from us. You
of
think
clothes.
it's crack a thing, but it's from us. Rock and roll
Yeah,
came from us. But they let it seem like it's come from crackers. and shit.
Hockey came from us.
Yeah, from Native Americans. Yeah.
Nah, that was from slaves that went up to North Canada, man, and created hockey, man. The slap shot and shit. They
But the
created
thing
this.
was Native American.
Oh, they do the field hockey. They do
No,
the field hockey.
But the Native American broke it down, so I was thinking it came from them.
I don't.
Because
I thought he might have broken it down.
Because I saw Native Americans speaking about it, boom, boom, boom. Broke it down, I thought it came from them. But yeah, I could be wrong.
Say
But it
again?
came from Jake.
Yeah.
What is it?
Knuckle
Knuckle puck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
And they played that field hockey, and what and what does Esau do? He created winter sports. He created like lunging and naked ass clothes with nothing on and shit, jumping off a hill and shit, freezing his ass off. Cause he know he trying to make something where he seemed like he's dominant in it.
But he not even if it's because Jake don't do it, because you have to
Jake
understand.
ain't doing that shit.
See, golf. Which Jake can afford golf? Which Jake can afford tennis? Even though, like, what is it called? Who is it?
Tiger Woods.
No, yeah, Tiger Woods was dominated. You see, he come there, he dominated. He came. He's the Jake's son.
His son dominated too.
See?
Right behind him, man.
See, that's
His son is dominated just like him, man. Look just like him, dominated. And he's like, yeah, man.
Yeah.
He's talking to his son, yeah, bro. Like,
Yeah.
fucking lost ass Jake,
Yeah.
man.
And that's the thing. And then you had also the tennis player. Who was it? Her father is Haitian, but her mother is Japan.
Serena Williams.
No. Fuck that. Yeah, man. That's
yeah.
my girl, man.
Yeah.
That's my girl, man.
She with a Jake though.
Yeah,
She
she
with
do.
a Jake.
Yeah.
She with a Jake.
Hey, listen to me, man. I remember the reporter coming up like, yeah, basically wanted to talk
Take a whip about the Japanese on
yeah,
the side.
yeah, basically talking about like denying her father's lineage.
Yeah, yeah.
She was like, nah, man. And from that point, I was like,
Haitian.
hey.
She stood up for the Haitians.
And
too.
she dominated, bro. She dominated that shit, man.
She won a couple of times.
Yeah. She was dominating this shit. Then, of course, you got the Transformer piece. You got the Serena Williams, man. But she got bigger back than the goddamn I don't know what, bro. I remember the one picture, there was Michelle Obama, right? She had a bigger back than Muhammad Ali, bro.
Michelle Obama. They
didn't compare.
photoshopped that, man.
Oh, no, but she big, bro. Hey, this, some say that what is it called? That they're basically transvestites, man. You know what I'm saying?
Big Mike.
Yeah,
Big Mike.
I'm
Big
Big
Mike.
M, man.
He said, when my Michael, he said it, bro. My mama
Big
said,
Mike,
yeah, he said, how do you, what do you do when Michelle is angry? He said, well, when my Michael, Michelle, he said it. He called her Michael, man. He called her Michael more than he called her Michelle. Damn near, man.
Yeah, because man, it's a man. Can't be. But going back to Ezekiel, to the 25 and 14, I will lay my vengeance upon Ezekiel 25 and 14. I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury. So Lord will put the wrath upon us to execute vengeance upon the seed, man. Because you have to understand, man, hey, like I always said, I said, like to have the wrath to take a little child, man, and dash against the stone, man, hey, you have to have fury upon you, man. Because you understand, because you're thinking the child is innocent, but then you should pass on what he did. Ezekiel 25 and 14. To finish off, they shall know my vengeance, saith Yahweh power. Basically, we're going to be executors of this vengeance. Because the chariot's going to come. Hey, chariot's going to come, put vengeance. Like Yahushua said, I'm going to come to basically, let me read it, man, Revelation 19, to tread the vine press of the fierceness of the almighty power.
Go to Psalm 148, I think it is.
Yeah, you mean the vengeance against the stone?
Yeah, but the same thing on that bench.
Okay, I'm going to put 147. 49, because 148 is talking about the saints. Revelation 19 and 14. It says, and he out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, and with it he should smite the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, and he treadeth the winepress of the fierceness and wrath of the almighty power. See, so Yahushua is going to increase the wrath of Yahweh Hashem, the Heavenly Father. That's what Yahweh is going to do also, man. That's going to be a kind of word of them beautiful gift, man.
Naomi Osaka.
Naomi Osaka, man.
Yeah.
Osaka. It's up, man. Hey, but this is
Cute though. She cute though. She pretty fair. I give it to her. She kind of looked like she was a little slow though.
Yeah. She looked like a little bit.
Yeah, she like duh. Like a little bit like that.
Yeah.
Nani?
Yeah. Nani?
Yeah. Go ahead.
But Psalms. Psalms. That was wrong. Yeah, 149 and 1. Praise to Yahweh. Sing unto Yahweh a new song, and his praise in the congregation of saints.
Saints.
I'm just looking up the other one that I was thinking about. 137 was it? What was thinking about? 137. 137. Yeah. I said 137. Yeah. Verse 2. Let Israel rejoice in him that made him. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their king. And the things what you have to understand also is this is how the true king Shah. But of course, there's a desire the king in physical form. Like how Shah is there, man. He's our ultimate king. Because why? The king obeys to him. So he's the king, man.
And we are who? And the king has what? Servants.
Yeah.
And we serve who? YAHAWASHI.
That's right, man. That's exactly the book. Verse 3. Let them praise his name in the dance let them sing praises unto him with the timbrel and harp. Verse 4, for Yahawah, the Lord, taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation. Verse 5, let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and the two-edged sword in their hands.
So the high praises of the Lord, all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BASHIM, YAHAWASHI, BASHIM, KABAD, and a two-edged sword in their hand, man.
Praise the Lord and chopping up cats, man.
To do what? I keep reading.
Verse 7, to execute vengeance upon the heathen.
To execute vengeance. Vengeance. So that what the Ak was saying earlier is we're going to execute that judgment. We're going to execute that vengeance, man. The Herald said we have that lot, we have that number.
That's right.
The Spirit probably, how about Shem Shah? May we have that honor, man. Because he's going to bless those men with some power that has never been seen on this earth. That's right. He ain't going to touch us, man. And I dare you to look me in my eye that day. I dare you as an Edomite to even look at me, just even glance. You're going to be explode. You're going to explode in that first. That as soon as your eyes make contact on my skin, you're going to explode. Hey, in that day, you're going to see the true power of the men.
That's right, man.
You're going to see the true power of Yahawah Shem Yahushai, man.
Because you're going to manifest the truth, man. You have to understand. We're just showing the power of Yahawah Shem Yahushai.
We're the mouthpiece of him right now, right?
And then
we're going to be the arm of him too.
We're going to be the sword of him.
Yeah, we're going to be his sword, man.
We know the wicked are the sword, right?
Yeah, man.
But in the end, we're going to be
the
sharp.
The road shall be flipped. Okay? Esau is going to be taken out of the power seat, and the men of the Lord are going to be put in the power seat.
That's right. You're going to be his weapons of war, man.
Come.
It's battle axe and weapons of war. What are we going to be? God, what was Isaiah 40?
42:13.
42:13, what is he talking about?
Because I just bring it out right now.
42:13.
Watch this precept the Jews about to bring it.
But I wanted to sharp threshing basically is in Isaiah 40.
Sharp threshing?
No, basically sharp. Oh, I forgot it, man. I heard it, but
you forget? No.
Forget something. But I wanted to get this also, yeah. But let me just finish this. Verse Psalm 149:7. Again. To execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and the nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all the saints. Praise to Yahawah.
See? That honor is going to be given unto the saints. They like the remnant. You know, that's what's going to make it out of the hour of temptation. None else. And 1/3 of women and children and men. But the power, the immortality, the power seat is going to be given unto the elect.
That's right. Yeah. Isaiah 40 and verse 29. He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might. He increaseth strength. Even the youth shall faint and be weary, and young men shall utterly fall. But they that wait upon Yahawah shall renew their strength. They shall mount up wings as eagles, and shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. Talk about spiritual powers, man. Spiritual powers. Hey, I basically
Gonna be flying around, running like Flash and shit. Flash ain't even shit.
because you have to understand, we're gonna have basically unlimited power source, man. We're gonna be power, man. We're gonna be power, man. Because
beacons of power.
basically said, hey, we're gonna be gods, right? We got God be power, man. They're not gonna be gods, man. They're gonna be powers, man.
Change your appearance to what you want it to be. You'll come like a little frail man. They're gonna be thinking like this guy right here.
Teleporting.
Yeah, man.
Then even putting I can even imagine putting up the past, basically like let it seem like a hologram and shit. Putting up the past, like this is what you did to me, right? Then you got the Edomite right here, boom. Instead, that's what you did to my people, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna get a double, boom. You're like, ah! Yeah, man.
duplication jutsu,
Shadow clone jutsu.
shadow clone jutsu,
Shadow
you know
clone
what I'm
jutsu.
saying? Not perfect same jutsu.
Perfect, you know, fuck this shit. Block bending.
Yeah, man.
Block bending. Then the other one, you know what he did? It was air bending, right? It was air bending like this. Then he put like the air ball around your head and soaked the air out of your mouth, bro. And you but you have to understand, like he told me, you don't see the air. You don't see the air, but they showed it by your face. You're like, what's happening? You don't know what's going on. But then it showed you. you just feel how the air comes out of your mouth.
Yeah, but you can't breathe it.
Yeah.
He's taking it, he's holding it right here, like in his hand in front of your face. You're like,
But you don't see it. You just what the fuck is
it's
going on?
suffocated. You can't even
Yeah.
do nothing, man.
You don't see?
Paralyzed.
Yeah, man.
Suffocation, man, that shit is a horrible way to go too.
Yeah, man. Hey, I came on the comment, but don't wonder if it cuts off. I only got 10% on my phone, but I can let it die out. You know what I'm saying? But we got the full camp then on the what is it called? On the channel also, man. You know, I'll lift this up. Psalms 137:7. Remember, Yahawah, the children of Eden, in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. So basically, because when you think about it, man, they were so wicked, man. We found that destroyed to the foundation.
Yeah, they were laughing. They were happy
man.
about it.
Yeah, man.
Because they saw, why? Because they said that who stole their blessing?
They're jealous, man.
Yeah, they were jealous.
Yeah.
They were jealous that Jake had the blessing.
That's right.
So they saw how beautiful Jerusalem was, and they're like, raise it, man. Destroy that shit. Take it down. You know, we're gonna come and get it. And that's why you see them fighting over it right now. The Amalekites and the
Philistines.
Not the Philistines, the Saudi Arabians and the Philistines. Man. They're all over there fighting for our land.
Yeah, man. But for our land, they're going for fighting for something that's not theirs, man.
Yeah, that's how it's always been. Because everything that they have is stolen.
Right.
Just like I was saying earlier, picture the most ugliest woman that you can think of. But she got on so much makeup you can't see. She got you drunk, okay? She got you drunk off that good wine. I'm on that good.
She basically makes you so drunk that you don't know how she looking.
Yeah, man. That's what off that good cushion alcohol. She got you drunk with so much alcohol and so much folliness that you can't really see her for what she truly is. Okay? She got on stolen gold. She got on the best gold you ever seen, man. Pure gold. On her rings, she got rings and gold and jewels everywhere. It's not even hers, man. None of it belongs to her. She's got on purple garments and silks and linens and all these things. None of it belongs to her. It's all stolen.
Then she got a ton of fake up on it.
Yeah, man.
And you don't see even the fake up because of witchcraft. You think it's her face and shit.
Yeah, man.
Because you never saw it without it.
Them drunk goggles. You got them drunk goggles on.
Yeah, man. We got the goggles too upon us, but you got the goggles of darkness upon you. You got shades upon your eyes, man.
Drunk goggles, man. Them drunk goggles that you can't. When you get them, hey, we should say in the army. You should say you got them drunk goggles on. You see a big chick thinks she's sexy because you're drunk. You like, and then you end up taking her home and you wake up in the morning like, what the hell did I do? You know, you're like, what the hell, man? Why did I do that? And we had the drunk goggles referee. The one guy who wasn't drunk, like that was a DD. You had to bring the girl to him, and you'd be like, no, You're like, hey, she good? You're like, nah, man. Like, thank you. That's how we said, you know what I'm saying? Because we had to, you know, to make sure.
It's fucked
And the
up.
girl be standing there like, what he say?
Yeah.
What he say?
I don't know.
Yeah. The drunk goggles referees. You know what I'm saying?
It's so crazy shit.
Nah, it's the truth, man.
Yeah.
And we are those drunk goggles referees right now. We're like, hey, wake up, man! Don't you see this shit is bullshit?
But you're like, let me go,
They
man.
turn the shoulder. They turn the shoulder. Leave me. I love her.
You're violently.
I love her, man. Shit, look what she did for me.
What? Destroy you, basically.
Yeah,
Destroy you, man.
but they love Babylon, man. They love the oppressor.
But to finish off, Psalms 137:8. O daughter of Babylon, showing you that the Edomites are Babylon. Because it says daughter of Babylon. Showing you already there that they are basically the daughter of Babylon. That they are Babylon today.
The siblings, the offspring of the
offspring.
Babylonians.
That's right, man. Because they follow the same exact way, and we live in Babylon all over again.
Just how in Isaiah 19 the Lord called us Egypt because we want to follow after Egypt. He called us the Assyrians because we want to follow after the Assyrians.
That's right.
So he called them Edomites, the daughters of the Babylon.
Yep.
Because what they embodied the whole Babylon custom, man. They embodied all of the traditions of Babylon.
Right, man.
All of the customs they living and loving.
All the gods, man.
Come on, man.
Yep.
Ishtar, Ashtaroth, Tammuz, Baal, Nimrod, you know, and every other goddamn god that they had in those times. They had 306. They had 1,000 gods. Who knows, man? They had a god for everything.
Like,
Dagon,
you know
what I'm saying?
Innumerable
Diana.
gods.
They had innumerable gods, man.
Uncountable. Because you have to understand, a guy just can come up and be like, you see this pole right there? That's my god. That's what they did, man. They just built a pole just like they just built a rod, bro. They be like, that's my god, man. He was the big P, you know what I'm saying? The big P. That's what they did, man.
You see that God, like their gods and those Philistines,
Yeah.
man.
And they say like, hey,
You must do something right.
they
He
was
must offer a
like,
peace offering so he can take his hand off of our gods.
and us and our gods, showing you that these false idols need people to serve them, but the Lord doesn't need us, man. He doesn't need us, man.
Those guys need you to take care of them, but they can't take care of you.
That's right, man. They can do shit for you.
Those Philistines couldn't do. Dagon couldn't do shit for those Philistines, man.
Yeah, man.
What happened to him? He was like a
Chopped up
nub.
in
He called him
pieces,
he was a stump.
Yeah.
He cut off his head and his hands, man.
He was chopped up to pieces, and only his dump was left, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
Come on, let's go.
Psalms 137 and 8. O daughter of Babel, who are to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. Man, it's about to come, man.
Get Revelation 13.
13:10.
Yeah. Happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast rewarded us. Then you can go to Jeremiah 49.
Revelation chapter 13 and 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. That's that. So what you've done, you're gonna get in return.
Oh, man. Hey, you're gonna reap what you sow.
You're gonna get it back.
Yep.
Okay.
Go on.
Jeremiah 49.
Go on. Let me just finish it.
We ain't finished that select.
He is the patience and the faith of the saints.
Come on, man. See, patience and the faith of the saints. We've been talking about the saints for a while now. The ones that are going to receive that power to execute judgment upon the heathen, to execute vengeance in the spirit and power of the Lord. Go ahead,
Where you want to start?
12.
12.
Yeah.
Jeremiah 49 and 12. For this saith Yahawah, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken. And art thou he that altogether shall go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it.
That cup, the cup that was given unto us, slavery, bondage, you know, afflictions, persecutions under your hand, bug breaking, raping, robbing, murdering, stealing everything from us. We drank that cup, man. And you're not going to drink it? Keep going, all right?
Verse 13. It says, for I have sworn by myself, saith Yahawah, the Lord, that Bozrah shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetually wasted.
All the cities shall be perpetually wasted. Okay, Bozrah, the chief city of the Edomites, where all the dukes was living. They got the dukes of this and dukes of that.
Duke got to sit on this day, man.
Yeah, man. They
Showing
do.
you which
Yeah.
people they are, man.
They know who they are. They try to run from their heritage, but you can't run from your heritage, man. You can't run from your blood
Gotta push it.
because your actions speak louder than your words. Your actions show who you truly are.
That's right.
Your actions show that you was Esau that was born red, hairy as a garment, the cunning hunter, who
That's
loved
right.
his meat raw,
That's right.
who
Raw meat.
made the happy at home, who destroyed all nations, who have the whole world drunken. And the actions is clear, man. Who's who? The damn Saudi Arabians don't got people believing after Islam. They don't got the whole world believing in Islam. They got pieces of the world believing in Islam, but the whole world worship Christmas, man.
But they think, yeah, but even like these Muslims who worship Christmas.
That's what I'm saying. He got the whole world in his hands. He got the whole world. That's what they're singing in the church, man.
But you have
Esau got the whole world in his hands.
But you have to understand, to who this all came? To the female. Because the men wouldn't worship, but the female like, hey, he's not dead. Over there in Germany, over there in America. What's up here for all the lights in the tree? We should do it too for the children. With the presents. Don't even know which custom it was that they sacrificed under the tree children, man. You know?
Take your children, man.
Yeah,
Sacrifice your children.
Go on. I got a preach real quick. This is Isaiah chapter 63 and verse 1. Who is this that cometh from Bozrah with dyed garments? So like, who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Bozrah? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Wherefore art thou red than apparel, and the garments like him that treadeth the wine fat. I have trodden the winepress alone, but of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in my anger, and trample them in my fury. And their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garment, and I will stain in my garment. On my garments, I like it.
That just shows you what's gonna happen until he's something, man. He's gonna be trampled. He's gonna be stomped. The blood of your people are gonna be on all over the Lord of, the Lord's garment, man. I was thinking about what he said. You remember what he said at the end there? The ox on the
coast, man.
Yeah.
Would like to help with the coast. Explain about SHAM, man. What you mean with that? Would like to.
He want to help with the cost of the camp. Like he want to
cost.
No, but we could. If you want to donate money, you should give it to the elders, man. Give it to the elders. Apostle Great Muslim, man, who taught us this truth. You know, give the devil us the praise and give the praise to YAHAWASHI. We good.
Yeah, the water, man.
Hey,
if you think I'm gonna fix this up.
Yeah,
I'm gonna come
to the brothers, but right now we good, man. We blessed. We have abundance of everything we need right now.
Give to besides.
How about SHAM?
So we give to the elders.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I put that link. I mean the link on the account.
Yeah. Donate. Yeah. So they just know all the nations. Hey, this will go to the possible. Why? Because hey, they told us, man. They told us. And if we need it, we take it, but we need it. We got all costs. We got none. But cost we can't. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. And that was
beautiful, man.
first I read coast. Coast.
It's a beautiful thing that just brothers want to help brothers, man. And that's the message you should have. You should want to help brothers.
Carry each other's burden. Let me get it.
We carry each other's burdens. But right now we good, man. That was for real.
This Galatians chapter 6 and verse 2. It says, "Be ye one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Mashiach."
You know, brotherly love, man. Yeah, right? You want another's burdens. We got burdens, but it's not financial burdens.
It can be also sometimes. Somebody's got financial burdens.
Right now.
Hey, man, the things like, but you have to understand, when they're not going to give you everything. You think, when we see stuff like that, I would need it. Hey, we're talking about we could use it, man. Yes, both y'all watching our shot, man. So, hey, that's the spirit in you. See, those working people, man, so you never forget, man. Yeah. So, if that's the spirit, do something. Because for example, a person, right? Then the spirit was going, man, what the fuck is going on, man? What's taking so long? Then I went up and went to the thing. The person was supposed to be, went up there. And I saw the lift, right? Going to the second floor to go. I was saying nothing. The first lift. So what's right exact moment? I was speaking to the person. Tell you, man. I was reading. I went to the outfit. Yeah, man. Preset. Ezekiel 25, verse 5. Because thou hast had perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword. Talking about Esau, Mosiah. In the time of the calamity, in the time that they make it to an end. Therefore, as I said Yahweh power, the Lord God, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. That's the he said, don't hate blood. He said, man, you want to drink it. This thing's what made it, man. That's what, he tell you, if you cook your meat too, what? You're killing the flavor. You even put a salt in there. What flavor are you talking about? Blood, man. You're killing the meat. Fucking ass. Love that blood, man. You're running out there. Slip it up, man. Bro, so you basically got them, you fitness. Disgusting, man. You're fucking piece. You're like that hyenas. You're like a fucking hyena. I just eat the meat raw, man. They want these humans want to have a hard time. They like to get them while they're alive, too. And you know what they do, too? You know what they do, too? They want to basically kill. I can imagine my skin basically animals in their fear. Yeah. To kill, basically kill a person in fear. They did the meat that tastes better for them, but it's not true. It's not the way around. Because animal chopped up like that, dude, is fucked up. Yeah, they release them. Yeah, everybody. But they still like man, they're more tense and more strength. Yeah, man. They're like, you know, now got the what's it called? The adrenaline is pumping through the crowd. Something that's coming up through it. Fuck that. This one Esau, you're gonna get struck for your fucking action. Look, the judge, you see, that's what we see right now. The Lord preparing the whole world for judgment. Yeah, man. This thing's so big. They're ready for destruction and death, man. Slavery is coming to place other nations. But not for Esau, also for the other nations. So with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory. I tell you, Yahawah, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, KABAD. Double honors to the elders, the apostles, the great Muslims, peace and blessings to the whole elect, the 144,000 men across the 4 lands, pushing the truth, the wholehearted sincerity. Doing the work, doing the will, the spirit of Hashem, Yahushai. Until next time. Shalom. Shalom. I was trying to keep it up, man. I see you, brother. Always in the combo of mine, man. It's dope. Shalom. See you. I'll listen to the next time.